Good evening.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
What's up?
Good morning and good night, wherever you are. Mostly probably good evening, because most of you are British. British. Proper British, innit? Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining us at Fumble Folks. We are currently attempting to play Rusty Daggers again with this cacophony of fools. To make it nice and easy, what we're going to do is we're going to go through. Let's do it from the stream this time. We'll go through how everyone is set up. We'll get you to do a little bit of introductions on yourself, and then probably Sam will be the one who ends up giving the background for the week again. We'll go from left to right. Eleonora.
Hello. I am Bree, and I'm playing Eleonora. She's a Earth Elf. She is a arcane archer, fighter type person, and she's really pissed off all the time. And now she's like in a stupid clock tower, and I don't know. Stupid. Yeah.
Ooh, it's a good thing I know it's the character, not the player.
I know. I love this map. It's so pretty.
It is pretty sick.
You'll see it in a minute. I know I put it
Out
on
so
screen
that
at the
people can
moment.
see.
So. Yeah, I did. I
just love what they've done with the complete
black.
darkness.
Black screen.
Blackness.
Because yeah. It'll
it's
be
fine. We know, Sam. Thank you. Speaking of, Lelek.
I am Sam. I am playing Lelek, the human celestial warlock. A proud member of the Rusty Daggers. My patron is one of the gods in the Assassina setting. That is Atuna. No, Atuna or Tetuna? I am going to check. Tetuna.
Tetuna. Make your mind up.
The sea one. The one from the sea. Tetuna. Tetuna. Goddess of knowledge, but also of change and impulse and
trickery and stuff.
Trickery and there's a whole story of how that happened. But for now,
yes, it is.
Our handsome and incredibly fit warlock is with the party, and they are planning to stay.
He is a fitty.
Proper fitty. Callaloo.
Hi, I am Doran. I am playing Callaloo, also known as the team's pincushion. For the enemies and my own team. I am a fighter, Psy fighter. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You are underselling yourself. You did the most damage, but you did also take an arrow in the arse. So I mean...
yeah, and my ear,
and your ear. I mean, just blame the fact that the fighters around you
are blind.
Just decide to fire at things that are immediately beyond you.
I'm not doing the front lines ever again.
We are not smart.
Speaking of apparently not smart, even though the character seems to have the stats for it, Arrakis.
all right. Okay.
Again. Do you have religion as one of your chosen things?
I'm a cleric. Why would I need that? Hi, I'm Phil. I'm playing Arrakis Saran. He was a paladin in the evil theocracy of Uzma, but it was rubbish and he hated it, so he left. So that's a very cheesy way of going through the dark things that he remembered last week about his past. Yeah. But yeah, that was the reason why he left, because it was horrible. So he's come to he's gone across. He's got across to the east to make a new life, and he's heading cleric. He's not cleric yet, but he's mechanically he's heading in that direction. But at the moment, he's just trying to make a good go of it,
Yeah, and again, for some reason, despite being a cleric of, a paladin previously, then a cleric, has absolutely no knowledge of religion whatsoever.
He has knowledge of Uzma, which is basically all of the other religions don't exist. Just
And
Yeah.
makes sense. It's like false information, you know.
I mean,
televangelist.
You can learn what is right and what is wrong.
you're right, BTD. He does just need blind faith.
Sometimes quite literally blind.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Exactly. Cool.
Kalmar.
So
Kadma.
yeah, Kadma. So I'm
As an
so,
aside, Bree, you've misnamed her on the stream.
am I misnamed? Fuck's sake, Brie. You what my cows say. So
It's because Bree's character doesn't like your character.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Padma, also the
team's
team's pincushion.
We almost had a chat, but then we didn't.
Yeah.
Then we got distracted, which is exactly how
Got
it goes.
distracted by we were like, you know what? We're just really angry and we're just gonna argue. Wait, there's a really dead thing in there that we should not.
The one thing we
Nope.
agreed on the entire time.
Yeah, we're gonna avoid that. And you're like, yes.
But
Anyway.
yeah. So
who are
I'm
you?
I'm Sarah. I'm playing Kadma, a halfling / dragonborn. It's pretty much a small, angry dude. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
I mean, you also have a little voice inside of your head.
We don't speak of Greg. He's an asshole.
Oh, but I love Greg.
But you are a
Forgot
never
half.
met him.
Greg.
Did you already say that? See, I spelt it right there. Cadma. Anyway, you're a halfling, half
Should we?
dragonborn,
A
right?
dragonling.
Yeah.
Dragonling.
Sorry, should we be
Exactly.
saying our races?
If you want to, it's
You
up to
want.
yourselves.
Sometimes race doesn't define people, but sometimes it does. So.
I'm one of our homebrew elves. I'm a
Yeah,
dual elf.
exactly.
It's mixed with a tiefling.
So cool.
And last but not least, Mira.
I'm playing Mira. She's half human and then half homebrewed, half orc. So she's half human, half orc. She's also a fighter. She doesn't do much. She got shit charisma basically. She will
don't
just
do the
solve
smackings.
problems. Yeah, she will just solve problems with her fists. She's that kind of half orc.
Fair.
Pretty regular half orc, really.
Yeah.
She's
Kind of
not
character
special
that
at all.
Catherine likes playing.
Yay!
Smart.
I get to smash.
She's the Rusty Daggers equivalent of Fisto.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Yeah, but she's so far more competent than Fisto.
Yeah, but also,
has been.
you say
Well.
that you've got +3 intelligence.
Yeah,
Also that.
but minus one wisdom.
Fisto has technically would be a -4 intelligence
Yeah.
because average is 5 and he has a 1.
Yeah, so low wisdom, low charisma, somehow pretty good intelligence.
Miam strong, Miam smash after Miam deciphering this complex encryption.
I'll decipher this complex thing and then fucking punch it anyway.
Yeah, it's like
Angry.
I know how to fix it. Ugh.
But I won't.
me
And it
use
does.
thesis on the relativity of universe to beat you to death.
Yeah, I fully
I have
understand
read
the
this
theory of gravity.
encyclopedia. Ugh.
Now I will kill you with
And
it.
now I'll beat you with it.
When I finish reading this book, I will thump you with it.
How you use fantastical force to beat you to death.
This is what they meant by pen is mightier than the sword, right? As you stab something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. Okay.
So there's a lot of violence. Let's move on.
Lot of violence.
It's all she knows.
Who is going to give the recap for where we're up to at the moment? I'm going to nominate someone if
Oh god.
you don't.
It's gonna be
Someone
short
better
if you
volunteer.
nominate me 'cause I don't remember. So.
I can try.
Tell you what, we'll go. I'm just looking at the way Doran is swaying back and forth, so now it's going to be Doran.
Last week, we survived. First thing, our poor halfling dragonborn was sent to the Feywild for 6 months.
Sorry. Sorry.
Everyone's
You're not
crazy.
sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
You were laughing.
I know.
Everyone's crazy. Bree's less crazy now because she lost her evil magical sword.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
she
my
hasn't.
sword.
She hasn't.
Fuck.
She hasn't got a voice in her head. We met a statue
You
that
took my sword.
Lyric flirted with.
Lalak.
Lelek. No, I'm bad with names. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We got you. We got you.
That Lilac floated with? Sure.
Yes.
It was, and then you put makeup on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They give us tons of good information of how the underground base was kind of like a hidden vault filled with like earth-ending, city-destroying artifacts that should just stay buried and forgotten.
There is a literal giant underneath it.
Not a
Like,
literal giant, like several times bigger than a literal giant. Like his eyeball was like the size of like, or his pupil was like the size of like, I can't go. The borders. I can't go. It's bigger than the borders around me.
Yeah, its pupil was humanoid sized.
Oh no.
What? Oh,
right,
like
yes.
it's a humanoid shape.
No, humanoid size. So the size
Oh.
of
Six,
so
as in like
we're talking
6 footish.
about 6 foot. Yes.
Uh,
No, humanoid shaped would be horrifying.
so tiny, tiny eyes, humongous body.
So we went down a trapdoor. I remember that.
You did.
That led us to this
And then we ended up
tower.
Yeah.
Where we are now in this huge clock tower.
We
We're
were
in the center of
told
the city, right?
It was this is in the center of the city.
Yeah, we're in the magical college, whatever, that we're not meant to be in because we can't get in past the magic barrier.
Yeah, and the city of Heed, which is a city rife with magic users, and a huge academy, which is the finest in the country. But
Absolutely.
yeah, you're not allowed in if you can't do spells, and that is the Rusty Daggers' whole thing. Because if we could do spells good, we'd have a job in Heed, but we don't. So we have to work for Rusty, who, for a mission that has seen us up against unimaginable horrors, if we get back to him, unless he comes up with some reason not to, which we're sure he will, we will get 1 gold coin.
For all of
Bloody-
us.
Not even
Split.
between us. for yeah.
1 gold
Fuck
total.
Rusty, man, Jesus.
So,
Is
yes.
that it, Ben? Is that pretty much
Yeah,
it?
that's about it. Cadma got traumatized. Arrakis got
Oh,
traumatized.
we all got traumatized. Yeah, we
Yeah.
looked
I didn't.
inside.
I didn't.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Some of us looked inside a chest that was basically some kind of supremely powerful, horrible thing that was supposed to be kept trapped for forever.
It was a nightmare chest.
We looked at it, and it cottoned on to our worst fears, our greatest regrets, and showed them to us with no mercy.
And then we were sad.
So we closed it, and let's just leave it, because that's not fun.
Just noped at
Lalek discovered a fetish for stone men.
Yeah.
discovered,
men.
rekindled.
Rekindled. Okay, we'll go with rekindled.
Very
yeah,
firm
and
men.
very firm,
Wow.
likes a good solid man.
Very old, but very hard men.
Yes.
Hard
Wow.
abs.
That's the ticket. Yeah.
That's the ticket. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think Eleonora has the same fetish.
Oh no. No.
Pandora's
Angry.
box.
oh
love it.
no. Oh no.
And so they went down this little trapdoor after leaving their good buddy behind. Buddy the slime
Aw.
Roomba,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
the goodest slime.
the best of
That's
slime.
the slime.
And they have arrived in this tower. Just let us know on the stream if that music is a little bit loud. I have turned it down a little bit, but obviously,
I can't hear anything.
while it may be quiet for us, it may be blowing your eardrums out.
I can't tell.
hear anything.
So let us
I'm hearing
know
it
if
twice.
it's too much.
So yes, over to yourselves.
That's why.
Oh God, are we where I think I am? We are.
Have we been shrunk?
I
How would that be your
look
first?
out of this. If there is a wind, if I'm able to look through the clock tower, there's a window. I check if we are where I think we are.
Yep, you wander across to it, and as the mechanical noises just rhythmically move, you stare out the window and you can see most of the east of Heed.
Oh no.
A few hundred kilometers away from where you just were.
Okay. So do we speak to people here about where we just were, or is it a bad idea to do that because they'll be full of magic temptation to just find
Yes.
it? And
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
what are
don't-
we going to
yeah.
tell people? What
We got lost.
Well,
we were looking
Magic
for the
took us here. That's
Of course.
magic,
yeah.
right?
I mean, to
That's
get
not that
in,
hard.
you need
I mean-
to get past the magical barrier. Technically, for all they know, we're past the magical barrier.
If anybody
Techni-
asks,
Technically,
that's what
for
we
all they
say.
know, you are past the magical barrier.
Shut up, Greg. I won't actually know you're agreeing
Uh,
with me. All right, Greg.
And
That's
as that
not
happens,
Greg.
you just see a figure just lean over and go, "My name's not Greg."
Oh, fuck. Hey.
Oh no, it's an
Hello.
actual person.
Oh,
It's an actual person. What?
Ooh.
I feel like as like a kid caught in trouble, they just freeze and just like just look around.
Oh, good after. I'll look out the window. Good afternoon.
No,
afternoon.
not looking at the clocks, but around looking.
Good afternoon.
Can't read analog.
And as those of you who are looking at this gentleman, you see a very, very tall elf. He must be 7'8", 7'9".
Blimey.
He is
Oh,
massive. Is very, very gaunt, but he looks like this. If I have shared it correctly for you all to be able to see.
You have for us, yes.
yeah, I can see.
Oh, I love him.
Salazar.
Cool. That's
Hello.
that band over
Oh.
there. Yeah, that's good.
How
He
tall
is
did you say he was? again?
not looking healthy.
Around 7'7", 7'8".
Excellent.
We have
Just
this.
just the right height for your IRL fetish.
I love him already.
I know.
Fight me.
I feel like I got the stone man. I'm not allowed him as well.
We have the same headband.
No, someone else can have this one, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, share. That's fine.
Afternoon, sir. We appear to have been misplaced.
Oh no, you stepped through a hole and ended up where you were supposed to be.
Oh.
Right.
May
that's
I-
way.
Oh, is he the dude that statue said?
Oh, he's
Is
the
on
guardian.
side?
Yes, the
He's the
statue was a
guardian.
guardian.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
It suddenly detense, like immediately. Oh,
I am the wizard Salazar. At your service.
Kalalu. I don't have a second name. Bow.
No me, don't worry.
I'm Leonard Corrence.
Brother, Arakasaran.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, brother.
Mira will attempt a very dainty curtsy, but it ends up just a squat.
Hang on, I need something for this. Picks up Kalalu and.
Eleonora.
So you
I love Eleanor so much.
She's just...
you all managed to find your way out then.
We
And I'm guessing-
did.
And you are the ones that my green oblong friend was telling me about?
Buddy, you know Buddy?
Buddy.
Oh,
Talk to this.
you've called him Buddy. Oh, how sweet. Yes,
He's
What's
a
his-
very good.
he is a
What's
bit.
his
He's a very good blob. He's a
Do
very
you,
good.
do you give him a different name?
I just call him Slime.
Oh,
Oh,
Buddy the slime.
Well, he was one of the loveliest things we found in there. He was
He was
pretty
the
much the
loveliest.
only lovely
You'll
thing that we
find
found in there.
out in a minute, I guess.
I beg your pardon.
No offense.
Hey, he stole my sword, the man. Okay.
You gave it.
he gave it
Well,
willingly.
I gave it.
You-
couldn't-
Well, he took it. It was probably
couldn't-
nothing anyway.
He couldn't take it from. He's literally made out of stone.
You literally placed it in his hand.
Yeah, I did, yes. But then he kept it. So then he
You all don't seem to be that cohesive of a unit.
We've been
Not
through a lot.
really, what's the whole point?
yeah.
Jesus,
Teamwork.
the attitude
Eleonora.
on this one.
Rude.
Keeping each other alive.
We're alive?
I have not felt keeping each other alive has been a top
No,
priority.
we would not
You
do
know?
anything to harm each other intentionally.
You know this? I've just turned around and show him. I point to my butt.
Intentionally.
Intentionally.
Do you
Go
mind?
on.
What
And
chances?
what?
And
Go on.
just wanders over to you and just casts mending on the trouser hole.
Yeah.
There's a brief tension as their finger goes near the butt. They're like,
Do you mind?
I didn't.
Do you mind?
Oh, thank you. It was going to take me literally this entire wage we were going to get from this journey to fix that hole.
It's okay. It's
we cleared it of the corrupting influence, or at least I think we did.
which one?
What are you talking about?
The undead.
Of the
enchanting.
ones that weren't supposed to be kept there, the ones that went.
Oh, the ones who broke in. Right. Yes, it was quite frustrating when they cut off the exit.
And we think Buddy dealt with the Goliath, Goliath.
Who are
Blood
you?
plant?
Purifiers.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Purifiers roots. They are
Mine-
feeding on the giant now, but I think Buddy has it.
My name is Salazar.
Salazar.
Yes,
Lovely to
who
meet you.
are you?
I am the one who has been deigned to be the guardian of that tomb. And the overseer of this fine tower.
You know, there was a smell
Very
of
nice
death.
tower.
Is that how many people know about that place?
Oh, probably myself, the head of the college, anyone she has decided she may tell,
She,
but not many.
oh, the
Yes.
And us, of course.
Yeah, and us now.
The best
us.
people to know about it.
Yes, but
how do you have any ideas on how it was discovered and these people got in?
oh, it happens from time to time. Nothing will ever stay buried forever.
Why didn't you fix it if you're the overseer?
Because
of the thing?
They blocked off my ability to move from here to there.
Ha.
So you don't know about the flower shop.
Have we
Nice.
fixed that for you?
And with that, he just kind of bamps in and out for a couple of seconds. And just goes, yes.
Good. How do we get out? We have a gold piece to redeem.
Well, I mean, if you are that insistent on getting out, then just bear with me a moment, and I will move you.
Well,
Salazar.
Oh,
we can what the shit?
And
Holy
with
fuck.
that, it just taps his staff down on the ground, and a bunch of arcane light just begins to protrude out of the various elements of the clock tower.
Whoa! Whoa!
what?
It's 2:10.
I wait for mine
so-
to load.
Yeah.
Is-
Still blurry for me, but it's so pretty.
It's
It-
so pretty. We'll wait for
Yes,
it.
yes. So I can move you to.
follower.
Hello, the Derek Lamon experience.
Hi.
Lovely to meet you.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you, Derek.
Still waiting for it to load.
Unfortunately, it's taken its time. It's a very pretty map. But as he just stands there and goes, I can move you to wherever you need.
Do you know of the flower shop? The dead house?
You might need to narrow that down. I'm sorry, dear. I don't
Yes, there
tend.
is-
I am bound to this tower and to that tomb. I don't tend to.
There is a
anywhere else.
residence in the if I can remember what district it was, how we got in, and I'll explain to him like how we got in through a teleportation circle that have been drawn in this house.
Yes.
The place stinks. It stinks of death. We were sent in to find out what had happened. We found out that it was how they got in to that. So we need to get out there and secure
Break
it.
Certainly, I
Maybe.
can trace back the magical entity that you moved in on previously and try and piece you through that. It won't be the most comfortable experience. You may end up feeling a bit nauseous afterwards.
When we
But
got to the house, the stench was unbearable. There was a well in the garden. We sent the bravest of our group down there, and there was an eye, a huge eye. We're assuming is the giant that is underneath that place.
And
Or
who
could
was
it be
it
something else?
Who was it that saw that?
The esteemed Doctor to Scratch.
This individual.
Just hold out your
Da-da-da.
hand. I like,
It's all gone black on the stream.
I am
Brie.
aware. I'm doing
Okay.
things.
Okay, just letting you know.
I know everything that's going on at all times.
Okay. So he wanders over and just puts his hand on top of Scratch's head, and
What's your stethoscope?
those of you who have watched Lalek do this previously see that he goes into the same kind of glassy-eyed stare as when Lalek is staring through Scratch. He just goes, well, you aren't meant to be there. You've travelled quite far. Do bear with me just one moment. I will be back. And then just
Bye.
While he's gone, I'm going to take as much time as I can just to look around.
look at all these colors.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna.
It's like that fine who's like, oh, I don't need a sky. Let's go, oh, shapes and colors.
I was trying to
yes.
get it to load and it's not. So.
It's okay. It's unfortunately, guys, it's like that, but slightly less pixelated. It is a very, very pretty map. Yes.
Find it.
So, are you just looking around in general? Are you looking at anything in particular? Tell me what you guys are doing.
I'm looking at the central piece right here, mostly.
Okay,
Looking at
make
whatever this is. 'cause
I'm looking
it's
at
pixelated, so I can't see it.
I'm looking at where the colors are coming from.
Okay.
If it's
Uh,
this, then
so I need one of you to make an investigation check with advantage. Whoever is doing it.
I got I've got good investigation.
Good
Okay.
investigation.
Wow. we got such good investigation.
Okay.
Painfully average.
So I'm gonna take the 15 because again I was trying to save one person to roll it
Oh.
as opposed to not two. So we're just gonna go with Mira's. So as you're looking around, you can see that the central mechanism is really ornate in terms of how it's built. Even with being as smart as you are, this thing is outside of the realms of magic or mechanical that you've ever interacted with. It has these large, almost egg-shaped gems that are sitting in various places on it that seem to be just radiating various colors of light. and then it's splitting off into the various directions for the, essentially, for lack for a better term, binary colors.
That's
Lilac,
so cool.
make me a Arcana check.
Okay.
Just realised.
That is an
So-
11.
So you're not able to tell what specifically, but you realize that the magic that is being pushed out of these is different. It seems to be the different colors are representing the different schools of magic in some way, shape, or form. So as they are beginning to change, you can kind of feel that the type of magic that it's pushing out changes, and then as it changes back, it goes into another form of magic. But unfortunately, with 11, you don't quite get the grasp of what it's trying to do or what it is doing with this forever changing light source.
Could I make a history check to know or to try and remember anything about why Heed was built here, if there's anything to do with the ley lines?
Certainly, make a history check. Whether you would know about the ley lines is another thing.
Fair enough. 24.
Cool. So yeah, you would know then with the 24. With the 24,
Cool.
you know that he was definitely built on this specific area because there seemed to be some kind of inherent magical aptitude that came from this area. With your background, you don't really know that much about the ley lines. Unfortunately, that is more your meta knowledge rather than your player knowledge. That's
Fair
not
enough.
something that you would have been privy to because it's a very closely guarded secret. You know that there's areas of the world that people tend to be generally better at magic, but why you're not entirely sure. Doran, you said you were going to ask me some question when we were in our technical difficulties.
Can I tell if these clock faces have anything to do with other planes? So like the fire plane, water plane, Feywild, Astral Sea, etc.
Make an Arcana or Nature check.
They're exactly the same. Let's do Arcana.
Okay.
16.
So
Can I help because of the Feywild thing?
sure, go for it. I'll get you to roll independently, Brie, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. It seems to have crashed.
Yay, more technical difficulties.
Technology.
Bree's computer's just like.
I know, I got it. Just gonna check we are live, aren't we? Okay, good. Just double checking.
I'm going.
Arcana, did you say?
Arcana or Nature.
Yeah, Arcana. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, great.
Okay,
Wow.
that's
I'm
fine. So
proficient. I'm proficient, so it's fine.
it's fine. You're all still technically quite low levels, even if you're level 5s.
Well, should be better than that.
I mean, you are fighters. All of you are fighters.
Yeah.
This is not the things you guys are good at.
Not good at
It
much.
makes a RP heavy party really difficult. So they don't inherently seem to be specifically part of or tie into specific domains. There's definitely an essence of that, but it's not like they're portals or anything like that. There's something intangible that does ring a bell about it, but not quite what you're looking at or what you're looking to inquire about it, shall I say.
Can we
Do I
see
know what
through?
kind of inkling of which plane, or is it all the plane I mentioned?
You
Just
don't
any old-
know, unfortunately.
Before
You can see through them. They just look like stained glass windows, basically, at this point. But when you get closer, there's like this gentle rippling of the light that is sitting off it that is clearly some kind of arcane energy.
But we can still see Heed on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Cool. I wonder what this looks like from the outside.
Before the wizard dude comes back, can I just see what's down the stairs? Like, just look down and see what's there?
Sure. So as you look down the stairs, there's just a door at the bottom of it. It just appears to be the entrance to this area.
Okay.
Nothing particular. It doesn't look like it's, braced or anything like that. It just looks like a door.
Ah, that's fine. If it was locked, it'd be different, but it's fine.
Question.
You have question. I might have answer.
I forgot. So let's do the colors. No, I think. Oh yeah. So you said the schools of magic.
Yes.
Are they obvious which schools of magic they are?
No. So even with how high a Arcana roll, well, only 11, and because Sam should technically have some inkling towards that kind of things. He was able to pick it out, but not identify what the specific schools were.
I've identified the puzzle, but I can't find the solution to the puzzle.
What puzzle?
The puzzle of what exactly these clock faces are representing. I know they are schools of magic, but which one is which is not something I can figure out right now.
Are you getting any sort of inkling about the different planes?
You just hear that same. Just don't worry. He is back where he should be now.
Good.
Thank you.
Giant.
Would you know if that was something connected to the unnatural stench?
Yes, probably. It was more than likely that when what it seemed to be when I went and looked is that instead of making a proper teleportation circle, they tried to make a teleportation tunnel. And what they ended up doing is inadvertently pulling the entirety of the giant's eye all the way from where it was to where it was in the city. So they made a very long trail, which was why it was smelling, was because the body was rotted.
Gross.
Yes.
A giant body was rotting.
Well, like the nerve endings and the flesh that was connected from his eye socket all the way to where it was.
Is that thing that's under the divide, I guess, or under that area? Is it still alive under there?
The Colossus is definitely alive, yes.
So is that vampire.
Can you tell us we're sorry and we can you tell him we're sorry? And
the Colossus is not someone that you really communicate with. He is more of a world-ending disaster.
Force of nature.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
at least it's now got worse depth perception.
He's only got one eye.
Oh no! I took the tunnel away to stop it from doing that, and then the eye does what it will eventually burrow its way back to its skull.
Ew.
Yeah.
It may
Gross.
take a couple of hundred years, but it will get back there.
Yeah,
Oh,
like we saw with the eye, with the hand.
His regenerative ability is incredible.
Yeah, like we saw with the hand, it was trying to stitch itself back together.
Do you know anything of the cult that was there? They were a cult connected to which god were they connected to? Was it Tatuna?
Tatuna, I believe.
So are you on about the followers that were trying to protect the place?
No, the ones that had been corrupted, the ones that ended up chanting and trying to.
It's possible we had readings from the true followers, and the cultists are the ones we actually encountered.
I show him the books. Whisper to the party.
Are you
Yes.
sure?
What?
I said,
Repeat it again.
should I show him the books? I whisper to the party.
Yes.
I pull out at least 5 books, perfectly placed in this chest.
Oh,
You know what these are?
they appear to be arcane journals of some kind.
Are these by your people, but all by theirs?
Oh, they're not my people. They are people who decided they wanted to protect that area. It's not really my choice. I don't really have a choice as to whether I protect it. It is part of the deal. But yes, anyway, these seem to be arcane manuscripts of some kind, probably quite old, probably translated many times, judging by the level of decay on various ones of them. And he just kind of plays around with them a little bit. It's like, yes, quite nice. Little intermediate for my taste, but yes.
But they're not world-ending disaster books.
Oh no, it's probably little scribblings of various experiments that people have probably tried and failed.
So is it okay if we take them and decipher them?
And you can certainly try, by all means.
Kunk. Go back in the backpack.
But yes, so you had a conversation with my master, I believe, the way you were talking about it?
Yes. As a matter of fact,
What?
he told us that, first of all, the way out. He told us about the nature of the vault. And he also told us that the Guardian, who I'm assuming is you, Salazar, would give us information on how we might return to the vault if needs be. And I, at that time, will channel my gift and cast Detect Thoughts, so I can read their surface thoughts.
Certainly. So he just kind of looks at you and just goes, puts his hat, like leans down a little bit because he is quite tall, and puts his hand underneath your chin. Just magic, but not learned. Nor is it your blood. Where is your tome, young boy? I apologize. That was not meant to be facetious. I am very, very old.
No, don't stop.
And tall.
Just kind of just gives you a quick rub along your cheekbone. Just anyway, show me your book.
I mean,
I show but do not hand over the Book of Shadows. I present it in front of me.
Fucking bastard, he just gets them all. Shake my head in anger.
But hovers the hand over and just goes, "That's not one for me to touch. I will give you the spell that you need to be able to come back here. I know dangerous when I see it."
Whatever do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. Just drops the facade for a second. Just the niceties just kind of disappear. Just, you know exactly what I mean.
Arrakis leans down to Cad and is like, "Are they flirting?"
I continue to read his surface thoughts.
Yes.
gross.
I'm assuming.
Does
he? The question would be, does he know?
He looks at you, and just as you're doing that, he just goes, "Hello, Celestial."
Oh, this is very awkward.
They're just staring at each other now.
So,
Should we leave or
not particularly to my taste, anyway. And just begins to wander over to you, Mira, and just goes, "I prefer them taller," and still puts his arm on your shoulder and basically leans on you because he's still significantly taller than you. Just
Mira's cheeks go from green to red.
green to green?
green to a slightly darker green.
They go
Don't
from green
judge.
to a greenish red.
No accounting for taste. And I turn the pages of the book. Do I have some kind of instruction in there on how to return to the vault?
Nothing yet, but he goes, "Bear with. I'm enjoying myself before I send you on your way. I don't tend to get many new visitors. And if if I am going to be trapped here for eternity, I am going to enjoy the little moments that I get.
You don't get to go to the rest of the academy.
No, this is my penance.
Ah, I see.
Penance for what?
Hmm.
We best
For-
not ask.
You can ask if you'd like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Penance for
When
what?
when I say best not ask, I mean I probably don't want to know the answer.
For removing my soul.
Ah.
Insight
What?
check.
In-
Do I get advantage?
Sure, go for it.
Do I get advantage?
Sure, go for it.
Is he a Horcrux?
But he does have a soul. I can read it.
He has a nose. It's fine.
With an 18.
Sorry, no, it's a 15 because I accidentally pressed it twice.
No, it's fine. I'm going to give you an 18. I'm being nice. Doesn't really matter anyway. He just kind of turns to you and just goes, I'm sorry. I am a lich.
It's disgusting.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
He's a very
Yes, he's a
nice
Horcrux.
It is part of my penance. I am bound here as my master defeated me oh so long ago. And I am kept between here and protecting his treasures.
Wow. Sounds like a dick.
I am not allowed to leave.
Treasures.
No, am I allowed to attack before I am attacked. I am not allowed to be antagonistic. I am allowed to be the most polite version of myself that I can be.
Wow. Sounds pretty boring.
And that does sound like that must be penance then.
That's boring. I am bored. I'm going to touch this glass.
Oh, before you do that, can I just ask, as in out of character, have we seen this clock tower from the outside before? Like, is
You
this
have.
something we're used
Yeah,
to seeing?
it's pretty much the
have.
tallest building.
Be hard not.
City.
Have
See
we
it.
ever seen the colors coming out from the outside?
Never.
Okay.
You touch the glass and it feels like glass.
Ah!
It's
Let's
that's the residual, dear. It's the magic is there and just points to the machine behind him.
I'm leading on.
I'm gonna walk back over and. Oh no.
What? Oh, I get it.
What?
Yeah.
No. What do you?
Oh no. Oh,
All right.
Lord.
All right.
I will have a look at this. What is it? Why is there so much colors? Why can't we see from the outside?
You are not supposed to be able to see it from the outside because the glass is painted in such a way that it diffracts the light. It is
Very
a channel for magical energies within the area for when larger spells are required. And it is something that I am not particularly allowed to touch, but I can use for specific elements like
Ah,
helping my master's peoples.
okay.
Oh.
Callum's going to take a deep breath.
Can we see what these that look like runes on top of each pane of glass?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can we actually see those?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Please.
Nope.
You can see that there's some pretty things up there.
It's all very pretty.
Hey
Yes.
guys, things.
Where? Where exactly? I can't quite see. Here, and I give. Who looks for strongest? I think Mira probably looks for strongest to Lilac. I give Scratch MD to Mira.
Love it.
That was
Thanks.
Raj.
Make an athletics check.
What do you want me to do with him?
Oh, I want you to throw Scratch MD up there.
Oh, literally, you do want me to yeet him? Okay,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeet.
literally love him.
literally.
Don't not want it.
Yeeterat. Yeeterat.
Yes, soft 20.
Ah.
Cool. So you do this a couple of times to judge the weight of Scratch, and then just fireman yeet him up there. Just no, that's fine. Yeah, shot seemed better. Just shot put him straight up, and he just kind of really not enjoying this, but do whatever you ask him to, Sam.
I try and get him to have a look and see. I will look through his eyes and see if I recognize the symbols.
Make an investigation check with advantage because you are up there, but it is still going to be relatively difficult because he is flailing in the air. And he is a rat.
I knew the deal.
Also,
investigation.
Also, as a note, who's the strongest here? Who's everyone's strength?
23.
Might be me.
It's Mira. Like
by a margin, yeah.
What's your
23.
strength? What's your strength, Mira?
18.
Mine's 20. I'm stronger than you.
oh,
is your strength
what
20?
the what? Guns McGee over here.
You kept that hidden, Doran.
Yeah.
All armor.
Yeah.
I
But
was
I
like,
am proficient in athletics, though, so that's +7.
I'm +8.
Okay, Sam.
All right,
Mhm.
you put your dicks
I-
away and let's carry on the game.
God. I was like, I wonder how far I could toss her at.
Nice.
I
Oh my
imagine you have pen and paper to hand, yes?
I have.
Yes.
Fuck, give me 2 seconds.
Seriously, the one time that Sam doesn't have pen and paper to hand.
Do we all need it or just Sam?
Just Sam.
Okay. Cool. That's cool.
I'll
I'll scribble over my work notes.
It's only going to mean something to
I have a
Sam.
whiteboard pen and old veterinary notes. Let's do this.
So, as you throw Scratch up there, you see a symbol that is carved into this crystalline orb. It is a symbol that you are very, very, very familiar with.
Where's this symbol? Sorry.
Yeah, because I am deciding that it is this one
Alright.
you have taught that you have yeeted back at.
Okay, I'm just gonna symbol. I'm very familiar.
Yes, and I'm just going to message you out of game for it, just because I don't want to be giving anything away.
Mhm.
Those are all cheaters and we use it.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. I would see that, and Lilith's reaction would be.
I'm going to ask you to make a performance check to see how well you hide your reaction.
Make it deception.
Yeah, sure, deception. Go for it.
Oh, I'm gonna insight you. So,
Oh, okay. I physically can't get up there.
I physically can't get up that
Yeah.
high.
Yeah,
I
you,
can't get up the height.
you feel you feel the slight twinge in the back of your head, but you manage to keep yourself stoic.
I could, but I'm too trusting.
It's another 11.
Or dazzled by the colours.
Arcane runes of some kind. I don't think they're important.
Oh, well, that's actually insight checkable, but
That's for 25.
So, you said you were defeated. What were you defeated for? Just curiosity.
Oh, I was attempting to raise an undead army. It was going to take over part of the continent. Didn't go my way, clearly. You know. That was... Oh. What year is it?
What
Any
year
of you
is
know?
it?
Every
No, we
year.
tell him these.
and we tell him the year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did tell you in game 1, but the year is 4,827.
Oh, Sarah,
Okay.
that fucking got me.
I took my
What year is it?
opportunity.
Every year.
Every year.
Every year.
It's 4,000.
All at the same time.
Ooh, yay, Hot Fuzz references.
4,827.
Not so much for game. That's just for us, like building the world we're building, like
Yes.
knowing what year
Yeah.
it is.
That wasn't the year, but that's fine. I don't know. We
It's
haven't-
4,827.
Oh, so somewhere around 3,000 years ago.
Wow.
Time flies when you get to watch it all go past from a large clock tower.
Heat.
Hmm.
Mm.
You must
Okay.
have seen. You must have seen the city grow from very little.
I've seen it as it started when I was summoned here into this building. I've seen it grow and develop and become the magical metropolis that it is.
And these clocks, have they been always like this, or did they get worked upon?
Now that is something that I can't tell.
Can't
Not
or
even
won't?
to a friend?
Both.
Both.
But
You're not-
yeah, it's just like
Well-
yes, this is clearly information that shouldn't be delved into. That's why we need to clean that place up.
Oh, that is done. Don't worry.
So, do we need to be in this place? I don't understand now.
You can leave whenever you want. I just thought you were enjoying the conversation.
Of
It is
course
very
not.
insightful.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
You
enjoying the
know.
conversation.
Me? No,
I,
not really.
I,
You are very rude.
And so are you, I feel. So, we're kind of the same.
Really
okay.
not.
I'm not looking at him at all. I'm just looking at him now.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
just like
Yeah.
I feel like saying, oh, I
Oh.
get on with Salazar's clearly not the same.
Oh,
If you don't mind, I would prefer to. I'm just going to document my experience here. I may never get the opportunity again.
you're welcome back whenever you want.
speak to the undead.
Oh,
That
is that
is
an
not-
invite?
Oh my god.
Not that kind of invite, darling.
Does anybody else see that there's not a good idea?
I'm going to walk
Paolo
over
raises
to
her hand. You can't see it though.
Okay, good.
on the side, and I am going to open my book of shadows. I'm going
Wanna go to
to
this side.
go to the first page and the first name, and I'm going to write Heed Clock Tower. Orders. And that's it.
Creepy.
You just get back a question mark.
I write in College of Heed. Orders now or never.
Stop wasting time.
Ooh.
He mad at you.
Okay. I'm just doing that in the corner. That takes like 5 minutes to do.
That's fine. So while you're doing that, he
Turn around
just-
that corner.
he takes a piece of parchment and just writes the spell out for you, and then just hands it to you as you come back. Just
Okay.
place that into your book at some point, and when you need to come back, should I be here and not in the tomb, I will bring you along. Make sure your friends are within a few feet of you. Makes it much easier.
So did you end up disabling the tunnel, the teleportation tunnel?
Oh no, that is now usable by myself again. I will fix it so that when you all come back, you are able to travel more easily through
But-
it.
It's okay. Just have it in a random house.
Wait.
Oh no,
sorry.
that one is broken. I have I have
okay,
destroyed
Yeah, all
that.
right. Okay.
Good.
I have also taken care of the bodies. They are now less mangled.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Fortunately, I was able to stand there for a little bit of time because that area was technically part of the tomb for a little bit, but I couldn't stay for long. But it was nice to see something different for a change.
Mm.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very well. We should leave.
Yes, I would agree.
Lilac, what did Scratch see at the top?
An arcane rune, I couldn't decipher it. I will try and draw it out, but perhaps this is not the place. You do not have your sword, but there was still something else I needed to identify, was it not? Again, not the place.
It was the ruby, but it's gone now.
Ah, I remember now. I see. Well then, shall we be on our way?
Is there any more runes?
I think there are crystals
there-
around.
There's one on each of the clock faces.
Can we see it?
We could-
Make a perception check. See if you can.
Yay.
You are more than
Get
welcome.
more than 10. Oh, it's a 16.
Which one are you looking at?
This one.
Top one. to the
Okay.
north.
So as you look at that one, it's quite a clean cut. It just appears to be maybe an arrow or a point that swoops at the bottom straight up into a very high peak, and then comes back down and swoops on the other side.
Do I recognize it?
That clock tower, clock face is facing north.
Do I recognize it? Or
You don't recognize this specific symbol, no.
and the other ones?
Sure, make another perception check, and we'll see how you do with both of them.
That was a rare over 10. There, see? Nope.
Rare over 10.
Rare,
Yeah,
and then I'll just do another one for the other one.
yeah, sure, go for it.
Why not? Hey, it's bang on
Cool.
10.
So for this one, it appears to be a small swirl that has what looks to be some kind of flower symbol in the middle of it, but you can't quite pick out exactly what kind of flower it's indicating.
If it's important, do you have pictures of them?
It's not currently important, no.
Okay.
Currently? Question.
Not currently, correct.
Like down in my notes, keep an eye for runes.
Okay, well, as pretty as this is, I don't think we're really doing much.
Certainly.
I feel Tatuna pulling me away from this place. So, shall
Would
we?
Yes, when we go, Salazar, are you just going to be depositing us back in the academy, or are we going to be able to get out of?
Oh no, I will move you back to what is technically your entry point for this journey. So you will be back in
Appreciate
the
that.
house where you started.
I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Everything to do with this is like a clock, quite cylindrical. So enjoy yourselves, keep yourselves safe. I do quite look forward to having more people to interact with at some point in the future.
I'll be in touch.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And with that, you all just feel yourself just get,
Pop.
and you find yourself back in the same positions
Back in-
that you
You
left.
said
Yeah.
it was broken.
You might have broke it.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
teleportation circle sort of patterning. Is that still there?
Yeah, I thought he said it was broken.
So when you look down at the patterning, there's a massive cut that is straight through the larger parts of the runes. That is definitely been damaged quite heavily.
I leaf through the book to whatever Salazar wrote in there for me.
It's literally just the incantation to connect, to basically speak with him so he can summon you.
Fair enough.
Lilac, I would strongly recommend not having anything more to do with that. The whole point is that no one
He's there for a reason.
meddles.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh,
He was
And
quite
it's a
disgusting
lich,
when I looked.
and it's a lich. It may well be bound to service, but it may also very much desire to be
how I-
free of that.
If it was up to him, he'd probably want to be out of there, and he might see you as a ticket. See what I'm saying?
Yes, and that would be absolutely awful. Should we
Does he
return to
actually
Rusky
believe
and
Inside check.
Inside check.
Check. Ah.
You can roll deception as well if you want, Sam.
19?
You did.
God damn it!
Ugh. No.
I'll go for it as
Good,
well.
good,
Give
I'm
it a
glad
go.
Good, I'm glad you
See
see
what
it that way.
happens. Yeah. I'm a gullible idiot.
Yeah.
Very well,
He
right.
says it in a sarcastic tone, but you can tell he really means it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right, what do we need to do now? He
Well,
said
we
he's
finished,
tidied the bodies
right?
up.
The smell is
uh,
gone. We get the whole gold piece.
Yeah,
and then
let's
we
go
move
get
on to
our-
the
The
next
whole
job.
100 copper pieces are waiting on us. Let us
Yes.
go to
Yes, we
victory.
should tell him that they were attempting some kind of spell with plants
Hey.
and it made everything smell.
Yes.
Rusty.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Rusty.
Rusty
doesn't
probably
need to know
won't really
anything.
care, but telling him anything about what we actually did would be a bad idea.
Before we go, are there any spell books in here?
Search the
Make
place for
a
valuables.
investigation check.
Thanks. If anybody wants to help me look for spell books, I want some.
I will help look.
I know what I'm looking for as well, but yeah, I just assist.
Oh, great.
You have
Unfortunately, we'll go with that you do have advantage because people are trying to help you.
14. Or some kind of magic thing that can help me in my journey for learning this shit.
Qualify as a mage.
Learning more than this. Some stuff.
So unfortunately, you don't really see all that much. Why is nothing working? There is supposed to be someone here, but for some reason he is melting through the ground every time he gets brought from the GM layer.
Well,
That's like a medical condition. You should see a doctor.
Melting through the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see this gentleman? As he
No, I think you're on the wrong
Oh,
layer.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
wonderful. Okay,
Oh,
so
right. Yes.
I'm
he's
now
gone.
going to move him back to where he was supposed to be, because he
Okay.
was every time I was clicking on him, he was disappearing under the map. So he was just melting.
I can't see him now. He's gone again.
No, it's fine. He's back in the position where he was supposed to be.
Okay.
All right.
so-
Well, no things. In
So with a 14, you do find some experiment notes, but there's no specific arcane tomes or anything like that, unfortunately. As you're doing this, you just hear on the okay, that was supposed to be a knock. Just
the mistake.
hello, someone in there.
Oh,
It's
you're
like
Come
so
in.
loud.
kidding
I'm
me.
gonna banish this guy now.
Rusty, hold on.
Identify yourselves. City guard.
It's Rusty,
Oh.
right?
Oh, okay.
No,
No,
it's
it's
City
city
guard.
guard. City guard.
Oh,
That
okay.
means
Let's
we.
go.
Hello,
we
city
go to the
guard.
I'll just hang back.
Hello.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, officer. I don't-
God.
Where is he?
You're okay. He is right there.
Oh,
You're-
yeah, I see.
I see him.
You guys are standing on him.
Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. We're outside. Yeah.
there's a doorway, so we can't really see.
Yeah.
past that.
Oh right,
I'm just
okay.
gonna stand outside so I can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him on the grass so he actually shows up.
Okay.
There you go.
Because unfortunately,
Afternoon, sir.
are you lot responsible for getting rid of this smell?
Yes.
Yeah, now that we're
Yes.
outside, I take it no longer stinks.
Smells quite lovely actually, with all the flowers and stuff that are around.
Ah,
That is correct, yes.
Did you find out what happened to Miss Elsie?
I'm afraid she's dead.
Oh, shame. Lovely young girl. Right. you're all rather kitted out. Are you one of those mercenaries?
We are indeed.
Don't tell him which one. We have
who's
some
it?
respect. Don't tell him.
Who's in charge?
Had we decided that?
I don't think we did.
Suppose it's probably
We're a team.
none of us. I
Yeah, we're
suppose.
We're all equal.
Arrakis.
Rusty.
Arrakis can be our representative.
Yeah, I like Arrakis.
Certainly,
You were under arrest now.
Yeah, there we go.
It's all his
Definitely
fault.
Arrakis. Nothing to do with us.
what is your name, sir?
Arrakis Zoran.
Are you able to read and write?
Yes.
Wonderful. If you'd like to come to the local guard post, I will sign and you will sign, and then we will hand over the ward for sorting this place out. It's
Ooh.
You know that meme of Chris Pratt from
Yes.
just turn to them with that face and then turn back completely calm.
yes, I believe. Bear with me. He just takes a small pocketbook out and just kind of
know how much we're
just-
supposed to get.
just
Oh.
flicks through it and it's just
Pieces.
85 gold.
Oh,
Excellent.
Okay.
Awesome.
So bear with. He just kind of toddles off into the local guard post and just brings out and goes, "Here is your paper to claim it at your nearest city hall. I need you to sign here."
Okay. What am I signing?
You are essentially signing that you are in receipt of it, and that if you do happen to lose it, you are forfeiting the bounty because that is.
Okay, and I'll look at the thing that I've got to take down just to make sure that it sits.
Yeah, it's basically a cashier's check.
We've learned from Rusty to read contracts thoroughly.
yeah.
Anything you're
Yeah.
signing, just read it thoroughly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
sign that.
it's all very. So it seems all very straightforward. It's basically just saying the signature of the guard who is signing it over, the amount, the date, and what it was for. Essentially, but very very straightforward contract. Basically, just taking the onus off him. Then technically, the city has paid you by doing that, and then it's up to you to
Claim it.
Collect it.
claim it, and not lose it.
Yeah.
If you
Excellent.
lose it, that's your problem.
Excellent. Okay then.
Could you, if you don't mind, when you do go into one of the city halls, to let them know? I will write it into the report, but it'll probably take a couple of weeks till it gets read by a scribe. Just let them know that Miss Elsie has passed away.
Do you know?
So-
Do you know who lived with Miss Elsie? There were two others.
I
very much think that they may well be involved. The other bodies in here.
Right.
I know there was an older man who she was always quite familiar with. I believed he was her father. And there was a dwarf that would frequently turn up, and I have seen them arm in arm more than once. I presume they were
They're-
together.
They were both dead.
Oh,
So all
Oh.
three of them are dead.
you are very blunt.
It's
my
just a
yes.
fact. So.
I appreciate that, but there is a thing called tact. And this is the reason that you lot are not the ones in charge. Mr. Arrakis, sir, yes, if you wouldn't mind just passing that information along so that we can get people to come and clean the area down and then find whoever the next of kin is for
Yes.
the ownership of the property.
Yes.
Thank you. Again, I will submit it in my report, but more than likely that will take a couple of weeks, whereas I imagine you're probably going to be keen to cash that check.
Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you for your work. Thank you for doing whatever it was that stopped this place from smelling.
Mhm.
I'm sure we'll probably see you around at some point.
I hope so.
You all might continue this line of work. Thank you for your service.
No, thank you.
Wherever saluted is.
Welcome.
And he just toddles himself off and literally just
All right then. Where is the
Disappears.
nearest county hall then? Civic hall.
So I'm gonna get you, Bree, because I think you said your character has been here the longest. I'm gonna get you to,
and also you created the city we're in, so it makes sense.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get you to make a. You
Lilac
can
is
either make
from
a.
here, though, I think.
You can either make a survival. He is not from here. You can either make a survival check or a history check to see whether you can find one or whether you know where one was.
Doesn't matter, really. Okay. 13.
That's not bad. So you don't know exactly whether it's the correct kind of building, but you've seen
There's lots
the
of fancy buildings in that area over there.
Yes, you've seen a number of buildings that you presume would probably be some kind of establishment because of the various amounts of guards and stuff that are wandering
It
around.
would be very near the college if,
So, unfortunately, I didn't anticipate you going immediately there. So we're just going to move you on to the start screen.
We're getting
while
one
you
gold.
do this.
We're getting 1 gold from our boss, and this guy's offering us, and the county is offering us 85. So
I thought
thought
this was
this
the
was
reward
it.
thing you have
Yeah.
to give to Rusty, and then he
Yeah.
gives us a share out of this gold.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Rusty's expecting us to give him this, and I
Yeah.
reckon. What was this report the city guard was on about? Is it like a
oh
public?
no.
Is it a
Yeah.
publication or
Yeah.
something that Rusty's gonna see in 2 weeks' time?
So yeah.
Oh,
I
thought
say
this
we
was
cash
a
in the check and
separate
leave.
Thing.
Well, we got
Oh.
loads of gold from. from
Got 5
looting.
platinum.
Yeah, we got loads of platinum. So like we could just give Rusty this money so that we don't fuck up the
Looks-
one contract that we have.
We could
I
that
mean-
makes
leave.
sense.
And even if
I
we
don't
hate history, it's still a place that we can sleep without having to pay to what we know anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, but fed up of Mira snoring.
At least you have a
However,
bed.
If we go to this hall, there may be other issues that need dealing with. They will speak to us
Yes.
directly.
Do we not have a contract which everything has to go through Rusty?
Well, we could always. Yeah, I mean,
But we
if
could
we
show
get
that
if we get a reputation of doing good things, so we're slightly less shit, then we might be able to find a better contract. So then we can just take Rusty's money.
Any contract is better than Rusty's contract.
and like I said, we go there and tell them what we did. They could be impressed and mention another thing that needs dealing with, and then they just do that with us directly. We can take
Yeah.
him the 85 gold, and he can pay us the 1 gold. But we then
We will have a
Hey.
little another job on the side.
Yeah,
Cash,
side
cash in
hustle.
hand style.
I
No rusty tax for us.
No. It's a hefty tax.
Who needs rusty taxes?
Stupid rusty taxes. Alright, cool. We'll go to the place and do the thing.
All I imagine is that we got the Rusty Daggers as the job, and then we just got daggers, and that's it.
Pretty much. So, it doesn't take you long to find this area. It's essentially a civil servant block for various things. Yeah, exactly. The sort of as tuts
Oh.
the civil servant.
It's this big grey building.
Yes. Granite on marble on
Has it
granite.
got brown glass windows?
You're implying it has windows?
Oh no.
There's
This
like a
is-
concrete
this is a-
bit at the back.
Yeah.
This is like Vegas,
you
baby.
the image.
If we don't tell you what time it is, you don't know when you need to go home.
Oh,
Oh.
that's fair.
I'm gonna have to sign out for a second.
I'm
It's
sure
too real.
Sarah-
It's too
Sarah-
real.
Sarah's
I can't
triggered.
stand
Comes here to
fantasy,
escape,
not-
damn it.
Sarah's triggered.
Oh,
by
no.
this.
This is not why I play roleplay games. Come on.
Aw.
Didn't you guys get the memo? We're not playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing Officers and Humans. What
Oh,
we're going to be
God.
doing today is I'm going to get you to roll on your bureaucracy table.
Oh.
Um,
Roll to see
Yeah,
how
can I try and
fast
fill
you
in the
can file
5-part
this,
form?
yes, I need you to do a dexterity check to see how well you do the photocopying.
Does your hand cramp?
And the photocopies are shit, so it's always a fail.
Make a Constitution saving throw. Let's see whether you got SSRI. Anyway,
Moving on
Sigh.
for the dull real life.
Arrakis, I'm presuming that you're the one who's going to be taking charge of this.
Looks like
Yeah,
it.
he's our
Well
fancy
done,
man.
Phil. Thanks.
Thank you.
Fearless
Well,
leader.
out of
Thanks, I
curiosity,
hate
is your charisma your dump stat?
No, it's not actually. That's my dex.
Oh.
So it's I've actually got +2.
Oh.
So
And that's
Okay,
why we
so I
elected
help.
you.
And we all dump started charisma, except for
Yes.
I
And
did
Sam,
I
maybe.
should have done though.
Sam probably got good
No,
charisma.
Lilac is
No.
amazing.
Yes, that's,
Come on.
Lilac should have good charisma, seeing as he is a
I do.
warlock.
We
And you
almost
know,
said
a
that.
+7 in deception, but you know,
Ah.
there we go.
Yeah. Why you go
Like,
together?
Last
you...
session already proved that he's so hot he can turn on an inanimate object. So
It's a very animated, inanimate object.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I just,
mean,
you know, I like being who I am.
and
People
he's
vibe with
arousing.
that.
Yes, that's the,
So, just before we
Wow.
go any further ahead, I'm gonna check with you guys. Are you okay to go for a little
I
break?
am gonna burst.
yeah.
Yeah.
let's do
That's
that.
I could see Phil fidgeting. So we're gonna have a quick 10 to 15 minute break.
Yep.
So
Right.
these guys have wrapped up a semi-dangerous dungeon. I mean, could have been a lot worse. Could have been done a lot better. You all
Could
could have not got attached to ceilings and
Slimes.
slimes, or opened up Pandora's box,
Pandora's.
got possessed by tentacle monsters, or get
No.
banished to the Feywilds.
We didn't unravel a giant Goliath, and we
You didn't?
unseal a vampire.
You didn't
No.
unseal the elder
we left
vampire.
the vampire
correct?
alone.
You also
No.
only managed to stand on the Colossus's hand and didn't do anything
I hugged
more
the finger.
silly than anything else. Yes.
Oh, silly.
We seduced
What's
a
silly?
statue
You-
Yeah,
And
you
a
did-
lich.
we did.
and a lich
And a
made me
lich.
blush.
yes.
Yeah, it was all horrendous.
It was all
Oh, no.
kinds of weird.
Yeah, it was.
Actually, pretty successful than any other campaign we've ever done.
Yes. You,
Certainly more successful
far.
than the nuke that we did. in
so,
York.
so for me and Sarah, this is the first time that any of Sarah's characters in any of my games has ever
survived.
actually earned money.
Yeah.
I have
It's
been
fantastic.
I have been running games for Sarah for nearly 2.5 years.
That's so sad.
And I
Wow, well
continue.
done,
And-
congratulations.
And Sarah's character
Yeah.
really hasn't earned money in.
Genuinely.
Generally,
they-
hasn't,
I mean, To be fair, this scene hasn't played out, so you know it might.
You get
it
mugged.
might never happen.
We get
I
mugged
haven't,
on our
I
back.
haven't got the money yet, so we'll see
No
what happens.
matter my best intentions, Sarah's character always ends up destitute in any of my games.
Oh well.
Oh,
Right,
So-
so we
Oh.
go to.
As you wander into this
Yeah.
grey upon grey building,
It's heat
There
and it's
is-
amazing.
it's still a very ornate building, but it's still grey.
ornately grey and windowless. And,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still a bureaucracy.
my skin grows grayer.
Yeah. So as you wander in, there's this very large redwood desk that is in this semicircle that just kind of fills the foyer of this room. There's about 9 or 10 different individuals behind it that are all either serving someone or doing some kind of paperwork.
It's the Ministry of Magic.
Basically. So as you walk in, Arrakis, a tall human gentleman just moves out of the way, and there is a older dwarven female who is just sitting there and just goes, "Next."
Afternoon.
It is. Jesus. Hello.
Hello, we are the Rusty Daggers. We have been
God,
given.
you're with him.
Please don't hold that against us. We are not our employer.
No one could be. No one could be.
No, it's best kept that way.
Special kind of.
However, despite that legend that precedes us, we have actually done something good for the city. So we have been handed this writ. There was a issue in one of the towns and I'll name the area that it was in.
Yeah.
That was creating a stench that was making life worse for people in that area. We have dealt with that, and the guard, one of the town guard, has found us and given us this script to hand in to you.
Wonderful. If you wouldn't mind.
I'll hand it over.
85 gold. So, if you'll bear with me, and she just starts flicking through one of the books that she has there, and just scans down and goes. So, we have the majority of this going to clearing off some of Rusty's debt. Around 80 gold was what he was looking to pay off this time.
Do you think it would annoy him if we just had that straight away rather than taking the gold back to him? Yes, yeah, that makes sense. Yes, pay off that debt.
Yeah, we're doing him a favor.
I would not be indebted to that man.
He should be
okay.
paying it.
So are you paying the full 80 or are you using the full 85? What are you doing?
Full 80, I think. I would still like some gold for him to give us the pittance that he actually said he would pay us out of it.
Certainly.
We won't get any gold anymore.
Bear with me.
If I may ask, could you tell us what this
is
debt
this?
he has incurred? Yes.
Yeah.
What? How?
Oh,
How?
She just puts it down and just. Oh, certainly. So we have 2 fines here for public indecency. We have a fine for reckless endangerment, 4 fines for public intoxication, 1 for assault with a. You don't want to know. There is the selling of food that is not actually food. It was just, I believe it was something that he painted. There is fake magic objects that were just rocks that were painted with symbols on them, that he claimed were giant runes. The selling of the same bridge to over 40 people.
The what?
He attempted to sell a bridge that he didn't own to multiple people by telling them that they could.
Who is he? Like what?
He is a very bad con artist, but he has served his time, and now he just has to serve his money.
Yeah, he is a very.
He's done.
He's
Out
a
of
very,
interest, has he ever served as a patron of adventurers before, or are we perhaps part of another con?
I mean, definitely not, because you're the first ones to actually make it back.
It definitely feels like we're part of a con.
I mean, he's probably trying, but again, as you might gather from this, he's not
He's
smart.
a very good con man.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think
I mean,
know.
he's 40 years old, and we've caught him 78 times.
Wow.
Good
Impressive.
grief.
I would like
How is
to
he
know...
not in jail forever?
Because all of his crimes are minor, and he always has the money on him, so we give the money back. But for these ones, he has accrued what is it with the 80? Did pay off the 5 last week.
What was the
He-
reckless
he-
endangerment for?
Oh, he was apparently attempting to prove the world was flat by putting 2 ducks into a balloon and putting them up into the air and then was going to try and cast magic to see through their eyes to prove that the world doesn't have a circumference.
Well, at least he
Reckless
tried, I
endangerment
guess.
of the ducks.
The problem being is that the ducks that he took weren't actually ducks. They were 2 people that were actually polymorphed. This was not to his own. This was not his. Honestly, he didn't know this. This is one of the ones that we can forgive him for. But they unfortunately polymorphed back when they were up in the air, and then the balloon started coming down quite quickly.
Oh God, Russ!
They
This
survived.
may-
They
This may
survived.
not be the most important thing, but did they see if the world was flat?
I'm going to
Did
be
it work?
honest. From the story that I got, they were more focused on the fact that the ground was rapidly approaching their ankles.
Understandable. Continue.
It
I
is
am
always
learning
free.
so much about Rusty. I'm loving this.
How does this city exist?
I
'Cause
know.
there are
right?
some smart people in it. There's just stupid people in it too.
It's people
Yes,
like
exactly.
us fixing the
Uh,
mistakes.
So he is now, if you wouldn't mind passing on this message, he is currently paid off 85 over the last 2 weeks, and he has 1,422 left to pay.
Of course.
That's gold. 1,400.
Well, that sounds like a Rusty problem.
It
Well,
is
that's-
definitely a Rusty problem.
That means it's our problem too.
Well, yeah.
As long as we're still with Rusty.
But here is your 5 gold.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, the sadder part of of what I have to tell you as well is the residence that we were at. I'm trying to find where their name was.
Yeah, I've forgotten her name.
Yes. Used to belong to a woman known. They did not give us her full name. She was known as Miss Elsie.
It's on the contract which we just gave.
Yes,
So we
uh,
had.
The contract
Yes.
it says Miss
Yes,
Elsie.
yes. Bear with me. I will go and get the registry, and she just kind of starts hefting books.
Elsie
onto
for
the
the same
counter.
Miss.
The bounty we
Yes.
just handed in should just have the
Like
address.
exactly like Missy Elliott. Gets the book relevant and goes, okay. This is this address. She does not have a next of kin.
What does that mean?
Oh, really?
That in technicality means that it is the purview of the city as to what we do with it.
Can we have it?
You're not our
suggestion.
spokesperson.
What do we need to do to start our own mercenary company? What do we need to do?
Aced out of the house.
And she just goes, just wait a moment.
We got the
Don't make it appear like you currently have an idea until I bring someone back. Wait.
Okay.
Okay.
We're just
okay.
very desperate to get rid of Rusty.
Oh.
We just play it cool.
Yeah.
We-
So
we-
she
okay,
wa-
we'll
she-
play cool, we'll play cool.
She wanders off and brings a half orc, half elf gentleman back with her, who is really built and is in this suit that is just a touch too snug, because unfortunately people don't quite make things for his size. He just turns back out and he's got these glasses that are sitting right on the end of his nose and just. So how can I help you?
How much money does everyone have?
We
Well,
have like 5 pound each, don't we?
So we've just done a service for the city. We have cleared a residence of magical inconvenience to the area. However, the owner of the property was killed as a result of what had happened.
Tragic.
There is no next of kin. The registrar just informed us that it is now the purview of the city of what to do with that residence.
Certainly. It's a very nice neighborhood. I imagine that it will sell relatively quickly. The way that you are positioned in this, I imagine that you are trying to inquire as to a bid.
We
Yes.
would like
Oh,
to
yes,
do that.
yes.
We are under the employment of one Rusty, and we would like not to do that.
Oh,
We would like
Yes.
to not be.
you just see him just go. If it wasn't for the fact that I make sure these floors are spotless, I would spit. And just mime spitting onto the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, we
So-
would too.
If you would like to really piss Rusty off,
I would love nothing more.
amazing. What we were maybe, hey, good idea. Maybe we could start our own mercenary company, be a lot better. But we really need some place to be, and it would really
Okay.
piss him off.
So,
And of course, we would be indebted to the city. We would be in close contact with you.
Haggle when you don't need to haggle.
no, certainly. So, I will be directly honest with all of you because, mostly because it's going to bring me great joy to see that man suffer continuously. Be honest with me, and I am asking you to be truly honest. How much do you have?
Oh,
Because this is a valuable area of the city,
yes.
and you will need to pay for some of it.
I imagine
Well,
we
I
all
mean-
just. I imagine we all just turn and get in a
Let us-
circle and just like.
Let us,
Yeah.
let us get our fucking coppers out.
I mean, we got
We have got
platinum
5
each.
here.
I have 10 gold.
It is fine. You go over to one of the rooms over there.
Ah.
Spend a little bit of time, figure out how you want to approach this. I will make sure that this property isn't seen as purchasable just yet.
I have a
How much
crowbar
did we
I can
get
sell.
in
Okay, huddle, huddle,
platinum?
huddle.
Huddle.
Right, we
Empty the
got
pockets. Empty the pockets.
we got
I
five-
have a total of 60 gold pieces in my inventory, and that is what I will type in chat. That is
60.
Lelex.
How much? Yeah. How many platinum did we have though?
We got
5 each.
platinum
5.
each.
So
Five.
that is including the platinum. That is the net worth of Leluk is 60 gold pieces.
Oh. Platinum.
Oh.
Yeah, including the 5 platinum, which is 50 gold pieces.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
had,
Okay.
I had 10
Ten-
gold
ten-
pieces.
10 gold
Okay.
to 1 platinum.
Okay. So then I've got
So-
60 gold and 5 silver as well.
I don't know why I have this much, but I do. So.
I got
This is not house money.
60 gold, 5 silver.
If this is not enough, I may have a way of acquiring more funds through illicit means, as long as you are all agreeable to slightly immoral.
Let's see if we have
Circumstances.
enough first before we do illegal shit to get shit from the
Oh,
city.
because we're all so saintly.
Yes.
I have a
Yes.
crowbar I can sell.
But also, the city's doing us a huge favor. And like,
Yeah, we don't want to.
if we could,
Over.
if we could
Absolutely.
not break any laws in the process, that'd be good.
I do have these very old, maybe relic books.
We do. We also have. I was going to say we have access to the vault of this saint, which they might be interested in, but I do believe the Archmage. She does know about it and would perhaps prefer we did not. So let's just
We
not
can't.
mention it.
No, we can't risk getting things out of there. That's
They can pay for our silence, maybe.
Yes.
So much money,
Who?
Eleonora.
No,
everybody.
that's the total.
Oh, okay.
Total.
all right. Okay.
I don't
We
know why I have
have
this much money.
300.
Don't ask, okay? No. Yeah, that's.
So we have 365 gold between us.
It's not a paltry amount by any means. Let's see what they say, and we have cards in our pocket.
But
Cards
I mean,
up our sleeve. And
Should
cards
we
on the table.
offer them? They did say, to be honest. I don't know.
We have the advantage of being capable individuals in a city ruled by magic, where
Yeah.
Full of
And the
full of
five.
magic users that are too lazy to clean up the messes they make.
exactly
We're very,
If
we're very.
it's
we're
not
janitors.
it's not wrong for us to be in the city's employ in some respect, and certainly I prefer it to that of
Yep. We'll make our
Rusty.
own. You know?
And somehow, the Rusty's house will burn down.
Oh no.
one rusty dagger for the city compared to rusty daggers for the rest of our lives.
Let's go talk to the man.
Okay, let's see if we can get something good out of this. Hello there.
Hello. Have you come to a conclusion as to what your total
We
available
have
funds are?
we have collected what we have. Understandable as we've said, we've been under the employ of Rusty,
Of
so
course,
you
of
can
course.
understand that our wages have been that
Terrible.
you'd expect of someone caught for indecent exposure so
Many times.
frequently.
It's taken a
we
lot
have-
of blood,
we have-
sweat, and tears to get this money.
Many, many
We have
tears.
365 gold.
And
between
one
us.
crowbar.
And 300, yes, 70, because, you know, Rusty doesn't need this.
No, I still
He
feel
looks at you.
I still feel it's worth giving him that so he can then pay us the money that we like for all the
No.
money he has
Or
denied us.
We can just
He
pay
is
us the money that we've
contractually
earned.
obliged to pay us 1 gold out of that. So I want him to do that.
You want him to pay us a fifth.
Okay, so we
Yes.
have 366 because he's going to pay us.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
So
we're not going to give it to him. I still think
So-
we should give this to him. There you go.
it
Yes.
is
This is
20
everything
gold.
we have.
it is 20 gold to register as a mercenary company.
Mhm.
Because in that we will take care of all of the paperwork that you need required. We will send over the people to do the registrar, and we will make sure that everything is in working order. It will also mean that you are on the books. Anywhere within this country, you will be able to take up jobs once we have sent things out. Obviously, we do not need a name for you immediately, but we would require that within 2 working weeks, probably. So the property that, as I look at it, is worth around. We could probably get it flat without pushing it because of the damage that has been done to it. Because
It's
of
a lot of damage. Yeah.
Bit of a
it
fixture.
is a lot of
Quite a
damage.
Quite a bit of
It's
blood as well.
less the damage, more the social impact of it smelling for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Also, all the floorboards are covered in blood, and it's
It's
all
actually-
seeped in.
Very dirty.
So I'm going to go on the conservative estimate that it would be worth around 500 gold. I am willing to make a deal with you. 250 gold up front, and an agreement for the next 25 jobs that you do for the city. 10 gold comes out of each payment to pay it off. Or if you come across any extra money, you can pay it off at your leisure. But if you are happy to do this, then you will be a official registered company.
Yes.
We
Sounds like
will.
a good deal.
And then,
Um,
A good deal.
every time we introduce ourselves, people will go, "Oh,
Exactly. And because one of the things that most of you may not have realized is that your contracts are also here, because your contracts are technically with us as well. So by doing this,
We burn it.
I have the ability to void your contracts.
So we can keep the 5 gold pieces.
If you, I would suggest that you keep 4 gold pieces and throw a gold at him just to throw it in
Yeah,
his
I was
face.
gonna say that.
Ah,
Yes. We should do this.
you're the most beautiful man I've ever seen."
Bling.
I'm imagining Dwayne Johnson as this person.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson, but as an orc.
Yeah.
He is the most beautiful man I've ever seen.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, we do need a couple of things to be put in place before we go any further forward. I need the person who is technically going to be in charge of the mercenary company to be nominated from you. while you may run it together, we need to have someone's name as the
Arrakis.
benefactor.
Probably should still be Arrakis.
Probably should be a
Yeah,
Arrakis, yeah.
Arrakis.
Yeah.
Haha.
Yes. Certainly.
Okay, sir.
He seems like the best
so-
of us.
So what I
He's
re-
the goodest talker.
So where it says benefactor, I require you to sign here. I require
Eat
you
it first!
to
We didn't read it last time. This was the problem.
we require you to sign here for the purchase of the building, and here for confirmation of the spread of your wealth to ensure that it is paid off in a timely manner.
Oh, that bit I will read.
Uh, Sure. So essentially, all it says is that as part of taking jobs for the city or the country, you are agreeing that a percentage of it will come out to pay off the debt that is owed for the building. That is it.
And how much are we
Okay.
paying up front for the building?
You're paying 250. There's 250 left over.
Be 275 because 25 starts the mercenary.
25 with
It's
the
20, wasn't it?
20. Yes, sorry.
And then we can use the rest to repair and maybe get some flyers, get our names out there for
Correct.
the rest of the goal that we have.
So, secondly,
have a
I
potential name for us
require
as well.
I require a signature for the person who is going to be classified as the Master of Arms.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
That.
Mira?
Uh,
that sounded
maybe,
like
yeah.
an
Does
impress.
have very big arms.
So typically,
Yeah, I got big arms.
Yay!
so typically, the Master of Arms would be in charge of training any new recruits, making sure that weapons and gear is in a quality that is befitting of your status. Obviously, that is down to your own opinions, as you have seen with Rusty. But this would fall under your purview. So if there is any weapons that get stolen, then we will turn to yourself for being the person who is in charge of making sure that they are secure and everything like along those lines.
Cool.
So who would like to take on this role?
Mira.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mistress of Arms, thank you.
Certainly. Are you able to read and write?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Plus 3 strength. No! Plus 3 intelligence. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
So passes over the quill and just basically just gets you to sign one line. So now we have the treasurer, the person who is going to be in charge of making sure that the financials are in check, making sure that you are being paid adequately for any jobs that you take if you take them from the private sector. It's not the most glamorous job, but it is something that is required to be done, especially with running a business. So who would like to take charge of these?
Calendar?
I don't mind.
Wonderful. Are you able to read and write?
I am.
Wonderful. If you would not mind signing here.
Which language is it in?
Common.
I can read. I read it. Right.
Yeah, it's a very standard contract.
Yeah. Okay.
We now have the Master of Tome, which is technically the people who would be keeping an eye on all of your previous jobs, the person who would be artifacting or collecting any items before they are turned over for treasury or for sale. Is somewhat unglamorous, but if you like looking in detail and researching things, this is probably something you would quite enjoy.
Muted.
You are
Look,
currently-
you're muted, but we can hear your enthusiasm.
I will make it glamorous.
Certainly. I'm going to judge by the fact you're carrying a book that you can read and write. So you would not
Master of
mind
the
signing
Tome, there could be no other. And I'll decide.
Wonderful. We now have the Guild Inquisitor, who is the person who is technically in charge of making sure that anyone who is not part of this signature is doing their job and is essentially in charge of new recruits or anything along those lines?
Left the two angriest people in the party.
Oh my god. Out of interest, is there another job? What's the other one?
Yeah, what's the other one? Because we want to find out. So we can...
I mean, I would quite.
Let's
like
do the
that.
other job.
And the final one is the contractor. Is the person who would be looking to ascertaining the various contracts. The person who would be
Fantastic, I'll do that.
liaising with the quote-unquote private sector and dealing with any individuals who would be looking to do work that is not officially sanctioned by the city. Which
So
is
we
not
That one.
So we left
Fight
those
over it.
two
To the
have
least.
the worst charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Least charismatic, but I will bully people into giving us jobs. so
And
that's
Which is
fine.
why
I'll just
you
bully the new
shouldn't.
recruits. It's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
It's
We
great.
will,
Yeah.
wonderful. So
we'll all
you-
take
you-
part in training, don't
But
we?
help.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
you are both able to sign.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Fine.
If you'll sign here and if you'll sign here, then wonderful. This is not technically valid just yet until you give us a name. But again,
Okay.
you have a little bit of time to figure that out. So within the next 14 days, please come back. Ask for myself. My name is Bartholomew. If you
Wonderful name.
The whiteboard pen is coming up.
if you require any direct assistance, this is generally my area. I am the one who oversees all the mercenary companies. So I would more than likely be your direct contact whenever should you come into this branch.
Is there anything in the naming should we avoid? Should we avoid, foul language?
I have a potential name for us.
Yeah.
Scratch Mercenary Department.
Oh,
Oh,
Scratch MD.
Oh, can we just call ourselves Buddy after the slime?
Oh,
Aw.
no, I like Scratch MD.
I was thinking of just
Mercenary
daggers.
Mercenary department. What did you say?
I was thinking of
There's that, but also there is having something that is so close to Rusty Daggers, it's even more insulting. to
yeah,
it.
I was thinking of just
the shiny
dagger-
daggers.
The daggers, just generally.
Daggers.
Tetanus
we're just-
jab.
Sounds more like a
Change
gang.
The logo.
Our name would just be
Yeah.
Fuck Rusty.
Fuck
Yeah, is it? Yeah, is that
There's like a big
logo
cross
layered?
through it.
Is that,
I-
is that
I-
logo layered so you can just
it's,
take the rust marks off of it?
The magic daggers.
The
so-
shiny new clean daggers.
So I
Shiny.
well, what I appreciate what you're attempting to do with declaring fuck Rusty, and I agree. That is technically slander.
Yeah.
So
we'll do that.
that is not probably in your best interest.
This is why I asked.
Yes, this is it's a good thing you asked. Again, that man will do anything to try and get any money out of you, which is why I have your contracts here. And he just begins to take a very large stamp and just goes through every page of it. Just
As soon as he goes through mine, I'm like starting to tear up. Okay.
That's so really sad. We've been here for so long.
I can finally buy a bed.
We may be able to have like individual rooms, individual beds. That's so exciting.
yes. So I will leave you to
Enjoy
it.
staying.
If you want to spend a little bit of time, if you want to try and get around to it today, figuring out what you want to call yourselves, you are welcome
Give
to
us-
use. You are welcome
give
to
us-
use the room again. There is no current appointments that are going to be in there, so you are welcome to take it until you have
Yes.
around 2 hours before we need to close it up for the day. So you can certainly spend some time trying to figure it out.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for doing me the great pleasure of continuing to annoy this man who has caused me no end of bureaucratic problems.
Oh,
See you around, Buffalo.
I relate.
Hopefully more in the future.
do you have any jobs?
Possibly, but until you are an official mercenary company, which we
Yeah.
cannot do without a name, we cannot give you any jobs.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
How easy is it to change the name?
It is another 20 gold per time.
Oh, okay.
And also, we don't want to keep rebranding because then
No,
people
Yeah.
that's it.
use.
That's it.
So,
Okay.
Okay. All right then.
Let's see if we can figure this out now.
Yes.
If we
Fumble.
can't,
The Fumble Mercenary Company.
Ah,
Painfully average. The average daggers.
no, that's
Aw.
not gonna
Yeah,
go.
it doesn't
Daggers.
exactly sell us.
It's a name that
Oh.
that is very fitting though.
I like the daggers because it's kind of like
Yeah.
Rusty's daggers. We can keep our logo, but just maybe spruce it up a bit.
Yeah, it is very easy to.
And it's
change.
also because fuck Rusty.
Of course,
Big,
any
like,
of you are
arrow.
watching here in the chat, if you want to put up some
Oh, yeah.
suggestions for
Yes.
us to call our
Yeah.
team,
Yeah.
go right ahead. I dread to think, but like, yeah, you know, all input is good.
Could we
input.
just put a disclaimer now that we're not guaranteed to pick a name from the chat, just in case it's like Mercenary McMercenary face.
Yeah,
That's
no.
quite good.
Oh,
B-
because most of us are
BTV,
fighters.
if you- Yeah?
Because most of us are fighters, can we just be Fight Club?
Ooh,
Yes.
We can't
No, but
talk
it's
about the Fight Club though.
Like the
No,
Fight
the
Club.
first
I like
problem
that.
with that is that you're not allowed to
Let's
talk
talk
about the
about
Fight Club.
I know, but
Yes.
That's a
true.
different Fight Club, though.
It's
We
a
can talk
different
about
Fight
our
Club.
Fight Club.
Fight Club brackets not copyright.
Talking is highly encouraged about our Fight Club.
Yeah.
Fighting for hire. Fighters for hire.
Fighters for hire.
Or Marshall.
It's a little
Might
it's a
as
little
go.
less it's a little less on the nose.
Marshall.
One
mob,
punch bunch.
The One Punch Bunch.
The One Punch Bunch. I like that one.
We were talking about the things that were
Or the
against
Punchy
Rusty.
Bunch.
What about clearing it slightly and just being the Shining Blades?
Ooh.
Okay, everyone like
That was a better response.
That
than I
was a
thought, actually.
collective.
my sword friend.
Because it's
That's-
also
that's
it's,
not obvious to the public, but he'll know.
it's also the same like theme of fuck Rusty. I like that theme.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
Shining Blades.
Shining Blades.
And then we're not just
Oh,
you know,
Greg!
and then we're not forced to just use daggers. And like people
Ah,
like
yeah,
just
exactly.
daggers.
True.
Oh, Greg.
Like Bailey's out of a boot.
Oh,
You wanna
Greg.
come to a club where people wee on each other?
No. I regret saying that.
I have
No,
actually
please.
shown
Shining
Bailey's from a
Blades.
shoe.
All in favor of Shining Blades.
Although
Shining
you've written
blades.
Shinning Blades.
Yeah, I know. I always struggle with
Stab
that.
shades.
Shining
That
Blades.
that is the mercenary company of a goblin party. That
Yes,
is-
we misspell it in the actual contract.
Yeah.
We have a
officially
neon
misspelled
sign and it's broken.
The English language is a load of wank, so it's silly.
It is very silly.
I'm making this accent because I actually
I
do
can
speak
make-
English. Not technically as my first
Okay.
language.
Exactly.
The Shining Blades.
so-
Shining Blades?
Shining
Yeah.
Blades.
Shining Blades.
Shining Blades, that'll do.
Shining blades.
The Shining
Oh,
Blades.
Shining Blades. All in favor, say aye.
I
Hi.
Shiny.
All opposed, say all opposed with the nays.
Can we have the Shining Blades?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Shining.
That one.
The Shining Blades have it.
Oh, sorry, that's already a mercenary company. So
Damn
it'd
it!
have to be, it'd have to be the underscore Shining Blades 32.
XX. XX
Yeah.
for Shining Blades XX.
The Shining Blades. Ooh.
No, you're not being the Uwu mercenary company.
Oh, woo.
Uwu mercenary company.
Oh no.
The most of where we Shining
Oh, no.
Blades.
We are the Westy Waggers.
No.
Oh, Westy Wagon.
Right.
Oh
Uh,
no.
Oh
We did
wow!
what every adventuring D&D party did. We started a business.
Yay!
Rub it in Rusty's
Welcome
face.
to the new acquisitions game.
I was getting very deep
Yes.
Acquisitions Incorporated vibes out of that.
Yeah, we have just started it. So
You guys were constantly just badgering it. I was like, I'll give them the opportunity if they want to.
yeah,
We are basically slaves. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you, Badger?
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
very bad.
let's go smear this in Rusty's
His
face.
face. Yes.
You go ahead. I feel like this is enough. I'm going to check out our new establishment.
I
Okay.
don't know, but I don't trust him. I think you should come with us.
Don't you want to see Rusty crumble?
I want to throw this piece of gold in his face.
I've imagined a moment so many times.
That's fair.
You know what? I will send Scratch with you so that I can witness.
Yeah, that's good.
Yay!
Scratch
I
the
feel
elbow,
like
though.
somebody ought to start
Doesn't go that far.
correcting the, let's not call it interior design so much as cleaning up the blood that is all over the place.
I can deal with the barricade when I get there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't worry
Exactly.
about that. You need to
I'll make a start. You take
watch that tip
Scratch.
of yours, all right? Like,
I will be careful of my tip. Don't you
Yeah.
worry.
Less
Well,
nipping of the tipping.
Don't fall over anything.
Hashtag don't nip it.
Take Scratch. I will be watching. Trust
Okay.
me.
It's creepy.
Do you actually say trust me?
I do.
Insight check.
Okay.
Actually, this is straight persuasion because he wants to watch this.
My insight is not coming through.
Ew.
No, your insight is currently not coming through. There we go.
There you go.
It's the same.
Same roll
Oh,
twice.
it's perception. Sorry. Persuasion is +4.
It's fine. It's a 6.
Oof.
It's
Oh!
No. You rolled. You rolled previously, so it would have been.
Oh.
We'll use the original
That's so sad.
2 +4 is 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, persuasion wise, you can tell that that Lelik genuinely wants to see Rusty's downfall, but they also very genuinely want to
Clean.
go to this house. The motives behind that aren't entirely clear, I wouldn't have thought. But they
You want to do
genuinely,
fat cleaning.
it's genuinely they want to go to this house and they don't want to be there in person to see Rusty. They're quite happy to have Scratch there.
But what about you cleaning? Was that a lie? Or was
that's a deception check. That's different. But the actual
That's what I was mainly inciting.
okay. Is
Yeah,
that a different role? Or is that the same role? DM.
It would be a different roll.
Cool. I'll roll a deception check.
Deceive me.
You failed.
16. Okay. You would know that Lelik definitely wants to not be there, and it's not because they want to go and clean this place. You get the impression, having known Lelik a small amount of time, that Lelik wants some time to himself.
But why?
And they have in the past wanted time to themselves. This is very clearly like they are lying. It's not that they want to clean the place, they want some time to themselves. What they want to do with that time to themselves is not obvious.
Well, before we leave then, Cal looks at you, squints. Is everything okay?
Yes, we are no longer indebted to. Can I stop
Lying.
calling him Rusty and can I just start calling him that bastard?
Bastard.
Is
Yeah.
that okay? Yes, yeah. We are no longer indebted to that bastard. We have learned he is officially a con man rather than just an assumed con man.
I've never been good at
oh, Ben?
that.
Did we get like a sort of receipt for Rusty to say that we like his debt, like that much of his debt has been paid?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Well,
Also, if he questions it, he can go fucking talk to him himself. I don't
Yes.
fucking give a shit.
Sorry, Bree. What did you roll the insight against?
Cause he doesn't ever clean. There's no way.
Right. No. I'm not just establishing. Okay. Yeah.
Again, you would know
fucking
that
liar.
Rusty. Sorry, I keep calling him Rusty. Lelik does not
Clean.
clean. Lelik is not going to go and clean. They want some time to themselves, and they are not disclosing why. They are lying, but they're saying they're going to go and clean. Absolutely.
You've never cleaned in your life. What are you gonna do?
Fine, I just need some time to myself. I have been around all of you for too long. I
Time
just
to yourself,
need-
eh? Wink.
Don't
Look.
we all? But we all have things to do.
Fine,
We all
if
have
you'd like
needs.
me to come along, I will.
No, if you want some
Yes.
time alone, it's fine. Lilac,
Please.
Just the
Just-
teleportation doesn't work. Get to the statue anymore.
I will not
Oh,
say
is he
I
gonna
love
go
you.
and-
Yeah.
Yes, that
statue.
would be of concern, but yeah, you know,
I mean, to the players, it's really obvious what you're gonna do.
Salazar say that that it's clear for now. So, oh dear.
It's
Oh.
been a while.
Oh no, Ben's
Uh-oh.
camera.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
your camera's broken.
Yeah.
Oh no, we
Uh,
knew.
it hasn't messed up the thing order
No,
though,
it
has it?
hasn't so far, because you were number 1 on the thing, so
Hey.
maybe it'd be alright.
Well,
Yeah, Lilith will say, look, it's been a while.
Am I back?
Yep.
There we go.
Please.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
maybe just juggle the camera a little bit.
No, I haven't touched the cables. The cables are completely out of the way.
I'm not saying I'm going to invite the Lich into the home or the
Yeah,
statue.
please don't.
Can you not?
I will not. I'm just saying I have a way to get in contact. It's been a while. I am going to go and have some time away from all of you. You are colleagues, and I respect you. Friends, sure, but shall we just...
So you're going to go to see the Lich for
We're gonna go
personal
fuck the Lich.
reasons.
I'm going for personal reasons.
Aha, aha.
Kalu's just gonna walk up to you and just whisper, like, I don't believe any of that, but if you do ever want to talk, I'm always open. As a friend.
I'm not.
Your business is your own. I just like pat him on the shoulder and just kind of
I'm gonna banish him now.
take a step.
They're genuinely
Can't
cute.
just banish all your problems away.
Yes I can, yes I can.
No,
No, because come back
Nora,
in 6 seconds.
Ellie,
really
if you
angry.
banish me, I will never forgive you.
That's
Cat,
fine.
why,
I don't
are we
give a shit.
are we getting more people to come through?
Oh,
Can you banish Rusty?
no.
Yes,
you
we're
sure?
taking Rusty.
I
We're
could banish
banishing.
Rusty
I'm
though.
sure.
Okay.
Hey, do you
You
want
know what?
does Greg want a Rusty friend?
At least
As if-
stand upon.
I mean,
Here's the
actually,
thing.
yeah. Hold on, Greg. Greg,
Oh, God.
Yes,
do you want to see Rusty?
of course.
Okay, I'm up for this.
Make sure you're there when he arrives.
It's fine. I'm sure I can find where he'll be.
Nice. All right. You know
Oh
what?
yeah, but
Let's
You
Sam,
go
go
see
do
Rusty.
your stuff, Lilac. Pretty
With a
sure.
click of a finger, Laluk turns into sea mist and disappears towards the direction of the house.
but just so you know, Sam,
Romantic.
Kalu was being quite
He
genuine.
could have just walked. What?
I don't know.
That's not extra enough.
Not edgelordy enough.
It's not edgelord, it is extra.
Extra.
I mean, they are two sides of the same coin, my friend.
Is that
Yeah.
how Lelek sashays away?
Yes.
Sachets away.
Away.
Sea mist is confirmed.
That's
And
what
Laluk
sachets
is... Scratch Empty is with you, but Laluk is not.
I just give a school pat to Scratch.
Let's go in.
Yes.
I'll just ask Scratch. Is he always like that?
Scratch nods.
Just looks at you and just
Rusty!
looks at you and just looks really quite like bored and just squeak.
Right, Rusty?
So as you barge in, Rusty is in his chair with his feet on his desk, fast asleep.
Working hard.
I just
hard
said-
work.
Look at Mira and be like, wake him up.
Holy shit!
Slam my battle axe on the desk.
Yeah! That's how you wake him up.
Yeah.
We
Holy
came
shit,
back,
survived.
Rusty. We did indeed.
Mm. I feel like maybe we more than survived, we like thrived.
We
You know?
we did. We did.
We'd like to thank you for sending us on that personal journey, but also you're a piece of shit. So,
Oh well, I mean, you knew that at the beginning, so
yeah. Yep. Anybody else wanna?
Yes. I'll produce
Ah.
the receipt. We sorted the reward for you. It is taken off your considerable total. That is.
So you have no money. Ha!
Well, it's still his money to pay back. That's still quite something.
So really,
Yes.
we did you a favor. So a thank you would be very kind of you.
You are a pissant, and you can get out of my house whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, it'll be in about 10 seconds after we tell you something else. Does somebody else know? That's fine.
No, I don't. I'm happy with not telling him and let him just find out.
Oh yeah, no,
slowly.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, so the money that you were going to give us, we'll just take it, and you can have this, and then like flick it in his face.
Just-
It's what you're.
Banishes him.
Just
Can I do that? Holy
Do
shit,
you
I
have-
can.
do-
once.
do you
Yes.
have any Do you have any banishes left?
Oh.
That is a good question.
Because you used 2, and it's the same day.
No.
Oh yeah. We haven't rested at all.
No,
No.
no.
This has
Short
been
rest.
this has
There's one
been like
short rest,
6
then.
hours.
We are tired.
Actually, okay, actually.
Does I thought we'd long rested because it's done.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was only a
No.
short rest.
All right then. No, I don't think.
He just
Uh,
takes the coin straight to the face. Just you done?
Oh no, yeah, no, it is short rest. Nice.
Nice.
That's why it's done.
Yeah, but you guys short rested before you used the 2 banishments, didn't you?
No, we short rested afterwards because
After.
banished.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
You did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
okay.
did we not short rest in the clock tower?
No.
No.
No, it was just before.
No.
Yeah, it was when they were bound and gagged.
So, yeah, if that can be my shot.
We're gonna get you to make a improvised weapon attack, just because you're trying to flick it straight at his forehead.
Like, you're done.
Sat right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice little.
you
black
hit him,
eye as well.
and you see a little bit of blood just begin to come over it, and then he just
We'll wait 6 seconds for him to come back.
Oh, you do have a banish, right? Okay.
But before
Yeah.
the 6
God.
before the 6 seconds are up, I'm gonna psychically move the chair like over here. But when he comes back, he just falls.
yeah. So when he comes back, he falls, and he is just utterly covered in head to toe in various kinds of glitter and like shining objects. He has got something that is undescribable on a Twitch stream glued to his forehead. And then all you just hear, Kadma, is just Glenn just going, give it a flick. It leaks.
Oh.
No, can I do that?
Yeah, so you wander over and flick it, and just some honey just begins to drip out of it.
How traumatized does
Also,
Rusty?
hey, I fucking
Uh,
love you now.
Make an insight check.
Also, you called him Glenn.
12.
Like,
Yes. Did you not know
Thoroughly.
that?
Thoroughly traumatized. Yes, he is Glenn. I am basing it off your dog.
Oh. I thought it was Greg.
like,
Hey, same difference, really, isn't it?
I mean, you never told his name in the first place.
Yeah.
What horrors has Rusty been through? Natural 20 insight.
He just sits there, just staring at the ceiling, just chattering his teeth. Just
It's a
You-
long
you-
6 months.
you're getting nothing out of him.
I'm gonna look what's in his chest.
Even with a natural. You know what? Sorry.
I'm gonna look what's in this chest.
Steal from him.
Oh. Just loot the poor
Sure.
guy. Well,
It is currently locked.
He might be, but we're not.
yeah.
I'm just
not.
curious.
I'm not a thief.
I mean,
I think he's I think he's.
Not a thief.
Yeah.
I fully
that's enough.
intend.
He's dead this time.
Yeah.
So you can open the chest if you want.
Is it
There's
locked?
It is locked, but you have access to his desk and everything. That he has
Nah, if it's not, unlocked, then I won't do it. Even though I
Eleonora,
really want to.
Yeah, let's.
I can see your brain working, Brie.
I know,
Are
yeah,
you open
yeah,
this?
yeah. I was just thinking about just the one last thing to say. I'll go. I know he's not gonna be responsive, but I know he can hear me.
Oh, God.
I'll go
He's
over to him and like whisper like right in his face, or right in his ear. I don't know if you're aware, but we're no longer part of your stupid mercenary company. And if you fuck anybody else over like this, I'll know, and I can do this all day. Just so you know. 'Cause
Does
I
Rusty-
know. Okay, bye.
Does Rusty look older?
No, he hasn't aged. It's just been 6 months.
Okay.
Their time.
Oh dear.
Anyone else before you disappear?
Oh, he's
So
had
it's
enough.
a chest being
Oh,
opened.
Sorry.
It hasn't yet. No.
I open the chest.
Okay. So as you wander over to the desk and just get the set of keys and just open it, it's quite a hefty lock, and you're thinking that this steamer trunk must have something inside it. And as you open it up, there is a set of women's undergarments that are about the right size for Rusty,
Well, there you go.
that are
Aw.
just very delicately placed in there, along with a very large pile of sketches.
Oh, don't want to see them. Nope.
Oh, those are what I do want to see.
Yeah.
Sure. So, Mira, as you look at them, they appear to be self-portraits of himself in the mirror, posing in various places with different kinds of lingerie on.
Instantly regret looking as I.
Yeah, see,
I
I
vomit
told
in my
you
mouth.
not to look.
It is
Oh.
very small.
Does he have a goblet or like some sort of cup or something on his desk?
You can have an inkwell if you want to vomit into that.
It's not as fun.
I mean, you can go vomit on his bed if you like.
I'll open one of the drawers to his desk. I'll open one of the drawers to his desk and just spit out the vom I just vommed in my mouth.
Fair.
Oh my god, gross.
I mean,
Poor man.
Exactly, those pictures were gross.
Poor man.
Poor
Anyway.
man.
the
I'm,
last.
go pick up if we have some shit, then I'll go pick it up. And...
Yeah, you'd have a couple of things, but not too much, like a couple of changes of clothes and things like that.
Yeah.
But yes,
that
as
was
you
fun.
I was gonna say the last thing I want to do is just take one of the small chairs, so I always have a chair in the place that I can sit in
Sure.
comfortably.
you can steal one of the chairs. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I feel this is like a pitch perfect moment when she's like dragging it towards the door, except you just take it. Amazing.
Cool. So that is the end of this week's Rusty Daggers. So for the sake of it, I am going to do you all a favor, mostly because I've worked on this thing for a fortnight.
Okay. Oh yes, of course.
So
I'm.
I am going to
waiting.
say that you all have the access to this. I am going to show it to the players, and I'm going to give you until next week to see whether you can figure it out.
Can we time ourselves?
Yeah. Can I have
Oh my god, amazing!
Oh,
I give up
Someone
already.
Look at it. Ah,
I'm noping out.
Ben.
I'm sorry.
What a babe! Look at this.
Oh my god, that is.
Oh, this is.
A
I've done it
true
already.
cryptogram.
I
I've done it
have
already.
genuine
Yeah.
anxiety looking at it.
It truly makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Lalic will take that to the rest of the group in there. Like, not even take it. Lalic will be waiting for the rest of the group with that
That's
to
fine.
show them when they arrive.
And when you, And when you are done with it, if it is correct, I will show you the solved note in the system.
Is this basically like a code word? Code word?
It's
numbers.
No, it's a cryptogram. So the letters are placed in different areas, in basically in not like an anagram, but just letters are replaced with other letters.
Right. Yeah. So
which-
every
which-
instance
which-
of A is the same letter.
Yes,
Fully
which you can see,
print this out.
which you can see under the lines. Took me forever.
Yeah.
And when you figure out what various letters are, you can use them to begin to unravel the words.
Okay.
Gonna do
Cool.
this now. I'm so excited. I'm
You are
so
welcome to.
excited.
But yes, thank you very much for joining us, everyone. We really appreciate it.